Good morning, everyone. It's Daniel here. Just going to give you a little bit more information on going through the quarantine process on arrival in Australia. As you can imagine, a significant part of the whole thing is evaluating your health status and making sure that those who are sick or do have COVID are discovered and be isolated until they're well. Well, as I mentioned, I'll give you some insight to the program that they run for checking people's health when they're here. As I speak to you now, there's been no cases of COVID transmission within the broader population of Australia, the whole of Australia, in the last 24 hours. But there have been 11 cases of people who are in quarantine in much the same manner that I am right now, in segregated areas within in isolation, that have come up positive. That's 11 in the last 24 hours. So it does give some insight as to the value of the program that I am currently entrenched in, as much as I may wish it was otherwise. It's it's effective. It's doing what it needs to. And as I said, there's been no community transfer cases in the last 24 hours. While you're here, during the period of time of 14 days, you actually get tested twice. One on the second day and one on the 12th day. And at this point, I'll put another little video in that I did just after the last time I was tested. It was kind of comedic for the first time around. Hey, it's Daniel here. Probably thinking, okay, dude, why are you standing up against the wall in the corner? Well, just here is the door to the room, and I just had my day 2 COVID test. Little nurse came up, all wrapped up in the PPE and all the rest of it. Funny thing is though, she gets you to stand against the wall so you can't pull away, and swab, probably about 10 inches long, stick it down inside your throat for one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down the other side of your throat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's all well and good. But then they stick this thing up your nostrils, and you kind of know it's coming, but that is seriously uncomfortable. And that's where the wall comes in. She was pushing it in, and you're like, oh, but she keeps pushing and pushing, you're thinking, God, I hope she doesn't go too far. And then pulls it out and sticks it up the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyhow, they said 2 to 3 days to get the test results back. When I first came in, they said that they turned them around pretty much same day, but that's not the case. It's going to be a couple of days. And anyhow, no news is good news. Apparently you don't get called if you're in the clear. You only get called if you're positive, which is, why not tell everybody what the outcome is, eh? All right, well, that's all there is for now. It is, what time is it? It's 12:48 p.m. I'm hungry again. I mean, the hunger cycle is probably good for me, but I'm not enjoying it a whole lot. And but I'll let you know what my dinner is, or lunch. Lunch is when it shows up. All the best, Daniel. Every day I get a call from the nurses. At this point in time, they know who I am. They know me by name, and but they ask every day. They ring up and ask you, have you developed any fever, cough, diarrhea, headaches, joint pain, any symptoms you can imagine? Has there been any change in your health status in the last 24 hours? And thank God at this point, absolutely none for me, fit as a bull. But that is part of the program that they ask every single day. And as I mentioned, either tomorrow or the next day, I'll be tested again, and that will give me a second result before I leave. A couple of days ago, I got the feedback from the first test that they did, and thankfully I was negative. I can't imagine that there'd be any reason to believe that that will change for the second test, but that will give me my clean bill of health before I leave. Just in the few moments that have passed since I did that last little recording, I just had my daily health screen with the nurse now, and I am going to get tested again between 8 a.m. and 12 noon tomorrow. They'll come around and do the swabs, and that will be the final test before I leave here. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope your families are all safe and keeping out of the way of this COVID virus. And that's all from Daniel for now. I'll talk to you later.